you, Steve. And, I was just hoping I brought this cold weather with me. They would block out a lot of this media coming here today, but I see that. I see that didn't work.
Who said Charlie Strong isn't a
first barbin right
already
there.
Having fun with everybody in Austin. Kelly Johnson, Steve Bunin here on Sports Central. Coming up, the latest on another injury to Chandler Parsons, but we begin with an historic day in Austin.
Yeah, it's the first time in the history of the University of Texas any men's sport, not just football, any sport, will be coached by an African American. Charlie Strong has already made history, but what will he do in the future? That is our top story tonight on Sportsnet Central. Strong officially introduced as the successor to Mack Brown, who came under fire for his team's not having enough fire, among other things. Strong brings the brimstone, but is being doubted for his attitude about the media and boosters and working with both. As our Sarah Eckert reports from Austin, Strong seems to have gotten the message.
I look forward to working with you, and it's going to be a fun ride, and I just can't wait to get started. And I am extremely happy and very proud to be the head coach here at the University of Texas. Let's hook 'em. Thank you, Coach.
Introduced to a packed room, Charlie Strong emphasized toughness and accountability in bringing Texas back to the national stage as he laid out his vision for the program.
Continue to build on the tradition, continue to lay that rock, and then it's all about championships at the end. Number one, I want to do is I want our players to understand this. You're here to graduate. You're here to get a degree. When you get a degree, then you will always have options in life. Number two, let's go win football games. Let's go win championships. And then number three, I want to make sure when they leave here, they were a better person than they were when they came into this university.
I think it's the whole person, he's certainly a very knowledgeable coach. Certainly has had success, operated ethically. He's a great leader, charismatic, well-spoken, very good recruiter, good evaluator talent. Been able to build his teams and make sure his young men are better football players when they leave than when they came.
Patterson also refuted the notion Strong wasn't Texas's first choice. He said Strong was the only person they made an offer to. But to the new coach, it didn't matter where his place was on the list.
I could have been the 15th choice, and I'm so happy to be the head football coach here. So 20, 15, it doesn't matter. Whatever choice I was, I'm the head football coach. So I don't know where I sit or where I was, but I am.
We got the right person. Character, toughness, everything you look for in a coach. It is a very historic day for our university that we have an African-American head coach, and I can't think of a better person than Charlie Strong to be that coach.
The first order of business for Strong will be assembling his staff with Texas ties and start recruiting in a state known as the Mecca of high school football.
Nationally, the Texas high school coaches is king. My staff and I will be committed to closing the borders on this great state and making them realize that this is their program. And we will recruit with fire, and we will recruit with passion.
Even though Mack Brown wasn't here at the press conference, Strong was able to speak with him last night. He told him he's always respected him and he's just trying to build on what Mack built here and to always feel welcome to the program. Brown told him, "Don't try to be like me. You are who you are because of what you've done, so continue to be who you are." In Austin, Sarah Eckert, CSN.
And among the support from social media, ex-Longhorn Aaron Williams and Jamal Charles getting into it. How about the Chiefs All-Pro? Hearing a lot of good things about Texas's new head football coach, Charlie Strong. Can't wait to meet him and see how he gets things going. More on Strong's first day on the job in 4.5 minutes. We go one-on-one with the Longhorns insider to zero in on Strong's actual #1 priority now that he's wheels down in Austin.
Continuing coverage, Charlie Strong officially introduced today as Longhorns' new head football coach. With so many big names tossed around from the NFL's Jim Harbaugh and John Gruden to top college coaches like Art Briles and David Shaw, the hiring of Louisville Strong felt like a backup plan. And yet he was Athletic Director Steve Patterson's top choice. So how is he being received in Austin? Our Sarah Eckert caught up with Cedric Golden of the Austin American-Statesman.
What do you think is going to be his biggest priority as a new head coach on the job?
Okay, now after getting his staff together, which is big, and then making sure that those recruits that Mack Brown recruited are still on board, then it's to make sure your quarterback, David Ash, or the kid from Dengar heard is the guy. David Ash is a quality quarterback. He's not a great quarterback, but he's probably the best answer at this point. If he's recovered from those concussions, he should be okay as the starter. But in college football, if you don't have a good quarterback, you're not going to win that many games. So that's probably priority one for him, to make sure that his quarterback is in place and ready to go.
What concerns do you have about Strong in this job?
A lot of pressure, a lot of pressure, because the one thing that they don't like around here is rebuilding. They don't like that word. They are all about wins, and right now wins, going 10-2, 11-1. Charlie Strong turns in a 7-5 his first year or worse, then the pundits are going to come out and the critics are going to start coming out of the woodwork, second guessing this hire.
Everyone talked today about what a historic day it was, because he is the first African-American coach of a men's team here at UT. Why is that so important here? Why is it such a historic day?
Well, they've only been playing for 120 years, and it's never happened. I think the fact that Charlie Strong is the first black head coach here is a momentous day in Texas. Now, speaking as a person of color, I know there's some white people out there that I've gotten emails. Why do you keep talking about it? It's a big deal. It's a big deal. History was made with this hire. I believe that it was a long time coming. I don't think they hired him because he's black. I think they hired him because he was the most qualified candidate who was available at the time, and I believe that he will do great things if they give him the time to get it done.
Well, this must be a sign from the heavens that Charlie Strong is the right guy. Tim Tebow offering his blessing with a tweet for his former defensive coordinator at Florida, tweeting, "Congratulations, Coach Strong. You're a great coach and a great man."